first part of our trip, we just followed the Mediterranean route, but after the Spanish border, it was completely freestyle. We didn't have any route, so it was improvising and seeing how far we could ride every day. We decided to make our first stop in Figueres. Salvador Dali has always been my favorite artist, so being able to visit his hometown and seeing the place that inspired him was truly surreal. Well, early morning start, heading for some coffee now, and then hitting the road 1,000 meters. 1,700 meters of climbing it, 100 kilometers. We need a solid breakfast. Ready to roll. I'm going to the seaside. The next day we decided to explore the seaside area east of Figueres, a mountainous national park with astonishing views and monasteries. Some bananas before the big climb.
So how's the rest day feeling?
Good! Just a 6 kilometers climb with 8% gradient. Nothing out of the ordinary. We're hitting the red section, huh? It was quite funny. We were going up these climbs with our bikes fully loaded, and you had many cyclists going up the climb. Seems like a popular segment, and I guess I didn't get any QOMs at that speed, but it was fun. We just finished the big climb. It was tough, but we managed. But after the top, it was all downhill through a road surrounded by cliffs. I asked to myself, can I do this? I haven't done any descents since moving to the Netherlands. So yeah, it was quite scary for me, but I guess that's what adventure is all about, pushing your limits. We continued cycling by the seaside, and I say, hey, let's find some paella. I was super hungry, but it was too early for Spanish standards. All the restaurants were closed. As we continued cycling towards Girona, we bumped into more and more cyclists. Well, I guess it's because of the perfect tarmac. Perfect Spanish tarmac! Oh yeah, baby! Nothing like a good cup of coffee after a long ride. Our first stop in Girona had to be La Fábrica, the meeting point for the cycling community in Girona. As they say, life is too short for a bad cup of coffee. We made it to Girona. The epic day. Time to tackle some of the toughest climbs in Girona. 2,196 meters of elevation gain. Starting with a route made famous by Armstrong. He said locals love it for a high-intensity, short training ride. Els Angles. Early morning start, Col del Angles. El Angles. Col de El Angles.
I don't know if it's called because Paul is looking to French.
I don't know El Angles. Famous one. Yes, the 20-minute power test. San Martín Sacal, 8 kilometers, climb with 7.3% gradient. As they say, it was time to give it a blast. We made it to the top. Day 6, no? 7. Day 7. Rerouting, a bit of logistic challenge. Garmin sent us through Alpine passes, so yeah, we're planning the route now. Going to the bike shop to get some brake pads because we run out of brake pads with the descents and the luggage. Leaving Girona, unfortunately. We'll be back. We are in Spain on the way to Toulouse today. So we're gonna leave Spain today, ride to France, and then continue back home. Getting into France, huh? The last push. Using the brake pads to put butter on the French baguettes. Spain meets France, huh? Serrano ham and French baguette. I couldn't have imagined that the best part of the trip was still to come. We started cycling through these amazing vineyards. Oriental Pyrenees. After a coffee break. The light in France, huh? And then a chateau on top of the mountain. Our hotel was there. We had to choose the hotel in the mountains. And once we arrived to the village, people were so nice, the food was amazing, a real French experience. I'm hungry.
Long flight, long day, huh?
Oh yes. It's still warm, huh?
Oh yeah. Well done, well done. I was a killer to the end there.
Oh yes. First time we have shampoo in a hotel. Only in the French countryside. We even managed to find a windmill. Tough, huh? 10%, 11% gradient. And it's getting steeper. I'm not ready.
I know.
Last day of the trip, heading to Albi and then to Toulouse to take the bus back home. It's been so amazing, huh? And yesterday was great. The dinner, burning it now. Albi, continue con el casto. What a view. As always, thanks for watching, amigos. Don't forget to subscribe. I will release a full video of the gear I took for my bikepacking trip. So if you are interested in any particular item, just leave a comment below. See you!